TCI Solutions Legacy Program is an academic and behavioral based curriculum designed to develop critical thinking and workplace skills in high school and college students. Since 2012, the program has trained and placed students throughout the U.S. from diverse communities into careers in business, energy, maintenance, automotive, nursing, and the manufacturing industries. This is their story.
I am a leader and an innovator.
Through visualization and critical thinking,
I will accomplish whatever goal I have set in my mind.
My legacy has begun.
That's one of the core pieces of Legacy, is that it really is there to help students believe in themselves, see themselves as successful, and to help them make connections with the future.
The old me was more shy and not so vocal.
I was engraved in me to fear. I feared other people.
I lost my mother when I was 14 months, and it was a big story about it. I didn't have a good self-esteem.
I always had friends, but I didn't have friends close enough to help me go through things I was going through.
So we needed the Legacy program because our kids are able to tell their story with their peers in an open and safe environment.
My name is Jashana Baker. I am from St. Paul, Minnesota. I was born in Alton, Illinois.
I'm Paul Vang. I'm from Eastside, born and raised.
My name is Jeffrey Rogers. I'm from St. Paul, Minnesota. I was born in St. Paul, Minnesota.
My name is Supreme Allah, and I am a student at Como Senior Park High School. I am a junior.
It's an opportunity for them to learn, to explore a career that they are interested in, and probably pursue it once they are done with school.
One of my favorite modules that really helped me was the self-picture, self-image, and how you look at yourself.
A lot of people are going the same thing I'm going through, and it's something that we all go through pretty much. So
now I think I'm more confident. I usually see right now I'm more confident. I'm more stable. I have a very good motivation. Once I put my mind to something, I'm just off and ready to go, and I'm ready to do it.
Modules 1 through 7 have helped me think critically, from learning about other people and how they feel about viewpoints from others onto them and their culture.
And when you have a positive mindset and when you have a positive image of who you are and not of who they think you are or what they might plan to make you, because you're not gonna be them, they're not gonna be you. So the more positive you are in your mind, the more positive you're gonna be and perform in reality.
Wow, this is big. It isn't just a program coming in. This is a holistic model that really takes kids as early as possible and helps them realize their dreams, and they connect it to the school and the community and the business and the college. That's the ideal world.
So some problems that I face in the classroom is that I lack confidence in asking teachers on what help I need with certain assignments. So in the beginning of the year, I never really went up to the classroom or went in front of many students because I felt like I was embarrassing myself and not knowing what's going on rather than the rest of the students that do.
There's a lot more to wanting something and dreaming about something and hoping that you'll get there someday. I've also learned that if you don't love what you're doing, if you don't appreciate it the way that you should, you're less likely to follow through with the goal that you've given yourself.
I learned more how to advocate for myself regardless of what judgment might come from that. Whereas before I joined Legacy, I'd want to be like, hey, can you help me out with this? And I'd fear not being understood or being judged for that. And now I know how to advocate for myself.
I have to know that this is my future, this is my education that I have to worry about, so I have to take action in my learning. So teachers may not always be motivated, but that doesn't mean that it's supposed to stop me from not achieving my goals and trying to increase and improve my knowledge and intelligence that I want to conquer to enter this world.
And so that's what I see about Legacy. I see that they're out there helping to build all these strong connections within the community and the community services, and the colleges. And it's bringing it back so the students and the staff and administration can all see how we all connect and how we're all interconnected. And it helps us at the building level to design the best ways in which we can broaden the perspective of how students can see themselves as they get deeper and deeper into some of these career areas and these experiences that Legacy offers.
It'll help build your self-esteem. Most importantly, you'll meet a lot of new people, which will help you out not only in your social life, but like a little brother and like big brother, so that'll give you a lot of connections, and you can build off that network. Also, I think it'll help you just overall with like self-confidence and people seeing something like an opportunity and taking the moment to seize that opportunity. And that's really important because that's what will help you succeed in life.
It really is, it serves as the glue. And it is one of those features that schools don't normally have where students can make those connections with their pathway and with the alignment all the way through college and career.
My name is Dion Clark, owner of TCI Solutions LLC and creator of the Legacy Program.
And I'm Joshua Olatunde, Director of Operations, co-creator of the Legacy Program.
Legacy was designed to bridge that gap between the students themselves, the educators who are working to develop them, and the employers who are ultimately looking for them to come into their industries.
My name is Kathy Funston, and I serve the 191 School District in Burnsville, Egan Savage, Minnesota, as the Director of Strategic Partnerships and Pathways. So our relationship with Legacy I3 began with our alternative high school, which has about 125 students. It was such a successful program, and we saw real results coming from that program that we wanted to bring it over to the high school. And the high school has 2,600 students. This program has proven to be very successful. We have persistence with our students who come week after week after week, and this is after school, and it is voluntary.
In Minnesota, we've had several of our students be hired by Xcel Energy. Students have been hired by Thomson Reuters. Students have been hired at the Airports Commission. And this is a wide range of disciplines.
So they help really develop the sense of the student, tap into those passions of what the student may want to do, and then lead them directly to a very desirable position within the community. That is a family-sustaining, wage-earning position.
You have kids who went as chemistry folks in nuclear plants, paralegals, HR. We've had folks who've gone over for IT over in Thomson Reuters. We have kids who are going to be going to General Mills as production technicians. And so we consider that huge success because they went from working on themselves, getting through school, impressing an employer enough that they were hired and retained.
How do you really make this work? And as a school administrator, as a teacher, the question should be, what type of support is added after to ensure that what the kids learned, they retain it so they can actually move on to accomplish what Dion mentioned. For us, that's been a huge part of our students' experience. And that's us making sure that we check in with these young people, us making sure that we continue to provide ongoing professional development workshops for them where needed. Us constantly being a mentor to them and hearing when they're on the job and maybe they experience this or that and they're not sure how to navigate it when it happens real time. Us making sure that we're a voice and a constant advocate for those young people. That's what's really needed.
We were really interested in partnering with Legacy I3 because they have such a strong foundation of developing students in a way that we, quite frankly, in the school district don't have the ability to do.
We can always take two, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, my name is Maria Sanchez. Right now, I am currently attending Dakota County Technical College. I will be graduating this May with my Energy Technician Specialist degree. I have an internship at Xcel Energy working with gas designers. I will be attending Bethel University this fall to continue my bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. I was raised with with my grandparents for 6 years, and then I came here to the U.S. When I moved from Mexico to the U.S., I stayed in North Minneapolis, and in that area, things would get pretty crazy. There would be a lot of gunshots. My sisters and I would not be able to go outside as much as we would like to, just because of a lot, like the violence that would be happening. The first day of Legacy was not like any other group or any other club you join in. The first day of Legacy, we shared our stories from like when we started and all of our obstacles, and we really got to know each other since the first day. So that's one of the things that made Legacy very valuable for me and let me know that it was going to be a different program, not just like any other high school club or organization that's like here to help, but just for this like term and then you guys are on your own. Like, no, Legacy is different.
The number one thing you're looking for in an intern is somebody who's eager to learn.
I had no clue on what to do after high school. Legacy, with the different programs or different fields that they have in the program, that's what allowed me to get exposed to the other things that are out there. That's why I started to get interested in the energy field and becoming an engineer.
One trait about Maria that I noticed immediately is how driven she was, how motivated she was.
Also seeing that there's not a lot of women in that field is another reason why I'm super motivated to become an engineer. And with my situation as a DACA student, I don't get any financial aid. So it would be pretty expensive affording college. Legacy was a resource that helped me find the scholarship, which is the X6 scholarship, which is a full ride to one of 6 colleges.
Frankly, my experience with the Legacy program is that the Legacy interns have all generally been very motivated similarly.
I would not be able to be where I am without them.
Many times when we work with employers, they give us an idea of what are you looking for from a talent standpoint? Where's your particular local area? Are there some specific schools that they may want to invest in? And then we'll bring it over to those schools, let them know that we have employers who are ready to invest in the schools, ready to invest in students. We begin the training process.
Rick King, Thomson Reuters, Executive Vice President of Operations. Legacy has been a fantastic addition to our program to bring a more diverse group of individuals to our employment. The biggest benefit of any intern program for schools and for the interns themselves, and of course for the company, is that you bring together those 3 entities that are searching for each other to fill a need. Students ultimately need to get hooked on a career. Schools want to help the students not only learn, but be successful when they transition into the work environment. Companies want the latest and greatest smart kids coming out of all kinds of places in our community. So when you put that together, it's a fantastically powerful thing. It brings great opportunities to all 3 people, all 3 entities anyway.
You don't really fully know Thomson Reuters until you're here. It's a very big corporation. So one of the things that attracted me was because it was such big at a global scale. I wanted to learn how a big corporation operates, how they experience change, how they look at the world, and how they want to change it for the better.
One of the most amazing events we had that Legacy brought to us was a summer boot camp for high school students. And the net result of that was about 15 of them came here on campus with their family members, sat down, and one by one, they stood up and they told the most amazing stories about their own upbringing and why things were, the challenges that they've had and the things they've had to overcome. Not in a, I'm trying to make you feel sorry for me way, but a powerful way that showed their perseverance, their capabilities. And I got to tell you, there wasn't a dry eye in that room when that thing was done. The staff members that were in there were just saying, how do I hire these amazing kids? Let's bring them in for internship. And you could see in the room, the family members were just so proud.
When my internship was coming to an end, my managers in the Legacy I3 program, Joshua, really helped me, and also Rick King as well. They really helped me in terms of like making sure I got my foot out there, helping me meet new people, people who are in marketing, gaining connections and try to make sure I get an interview. And then I was able to have an interview like a week before my internship ended. So I knew at least there was at least a little light at the end of the door.
The reason that we've selected this program, the Legacy program, to help us is because that community element is missing in almost every intern program. You need to understand what's going on in the community. You need somebody that can help let the people in the community know that this is a place that welcomes people, that does have a diverse group, and is interested in taking care of these young people that are coming in for their first job, and in fact, maybe their first internship. And the first time they ever walked into a company, they're scared. They don't know what it's about. And Legacy prepares them for that. It prepares their family for that. It prepares their community for that. That's the missing ingredient for so many companies who are trying to do the right thing with interns.
Our program is utilized by schools nationally. In Omaha in 2018, the first semester of students being enrolled in our program, they actually ended up having the highest GPAs that they'd had throughout their entire duration of being a high school student, and that was in the first 90 days being in the program. Truancy was down. All in all, the students went on and matriculated into post-secondary. So by finishing Legacy, they received 4.5 college credits. And those students today are doing exactly what it is that we hoped that they would do when we brought them into the program.
Are we really getting students prepared? There's a lot of data points that we can pull, but there's one major one for us that we like to look at is, did the employer say they were the best? Did they hire them? Did they keep them? And so when we look at in Nebraska, there were 23 students who made it through the program. Of those 23, 19 were hired. This was over a year ago. 17 are still with the company. All of them went over into college. In Arizona, in Phoenix, we've been running the program for years, and we had some students who were going to be engineers. Well, it takes 4 years to get the engineering degree if you're a solid student. And so the company would not be able to offer them a job until they actually completed their engineering degree. Well, our students who were with us their senior year in high school stayed with us, became alumni, and now we've had a student who just got hired by the nuclear plant because he finished up his degree. The company said, whenever you're ready, we're going to bring you in because we know you.
So I would say to any school, any employer, us sort of wrapping ourselves around this student success is what we need. We've been doing it, and we look forward to continue to do more.
Absolutely. Legacy wasn't designed as a program where we're just kind of helping kids so that hopefully maybe they'll make it. It was designed on, we're going to make sure you're the best. And so that's what we're very, very proud that the program has been able to show. Students who go through it, they will get to the finish line.